Are you a C# developer interested in getting started with functional programming, but you're not sure where to begin? If so, this video is for you. Finally, we'll look at the idea of composing small functions into larger, more complex ones. This is where functional programming can start to get confusing. So I'll try to keep our examples simple. I'm going to take a few functions, or build a few small functions, and then we're going to compose them and build them up. Now let's try composing these into other larger functions. So let's say we want active, so we want our active and start with J. So all we need to do is starts with J. We're going to compose that with our active. And in this case, the order doesn't matter. In some cases, it does. And that is a list. So now we have this new function that's composed of these other smaller ones. So let's do this. Now we want our active and starts with J and ends with dot. So we'll just call this function we just made, and we can compose that with ends with dot, because all of these functions are returning the same type of object, which is the IEnumerable user list or collection. We are able to compose all these functions together. So let's try this. We want to do our active and ends, or our active and starts with J and ends with dot. That's a mouthful. And we want to filter all our users using that function and then print them off. So let's run that. We'll see how that works. I'm not even sure if we'll get a user. I think we might get one user returned from that. No, we didn't get any users returned from there. Let's try this one. So there we go. James and John, they both start with J, and they're both active. And let's try what we had before. So we have ends with dot, but let's change this to last name. And now we should see these same users here, James and John. Both of their last names end with a dot. So this function that we've built up by composing smaller ones should be able to do exactly that, filter by what we specified. There we go. So you can imagine that if we have all these functions available to us at a global scope, we can start composing them together to create new functions. And if we name them very well, then a lot of times you can do really complicated operations, but give it a really a nice name that's easy to understand, and you don't have to worry about all the bloat of having all this other code around. You can put that kind of in a lower level of your application and just worry about doing the thing you want to do. And you can give your function some readable and understandable names. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you did. If you have comments, good comments, nice comments, or constructive comments, I would love to hear back from you. Thank you so much.